Hey guys, Mike here. Today we're going to take a look at the iPad camera connector kit. This is from Apple. This will run you $29, and what you have here is two adapters. First is an SD card adapter, so you can put your camera or camcorder SD card right in here. And then over here we have a USB, so you can connect a compatible USB device to your iPad. Then the other side you have the standard dock connectors, all right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how this works as it's advertised, and then there's some things you could do with it that you might not be necessarily expecting or was not advertised, all right? So let's check this out. Okay, so let's take a look at the SD card reader. Here we have an SD card. We'll plug it in. And then what we'll do is we'll just plug this into the iPad. And as soon as we get it plugged in, it'll load up the Photos app. And there we go. And up top, we have a new option called Camera. Normally we have Photos, Album, Events, Places, Camera. It's a little hard to read here because I got the lights up, but it has Camera indicated. And I have some options. I can delete all, and that deletes all of them off of the card. I can import all, which will import them all. Or we can select. So we'll just select. We'll tell it to import. And I want to tell it to import selected. And so there's a green, done. I'll tell it to keep, wants to know. And let's take a look here at the recent ones. You can tell I did this a couple times, but here are, here's my pictures that I just took with the camera. All right, so that's with the camera reader. Let's take a look here at the USB one. So here is the USB. Just plug this into the bottom like before. Now let's say you have a camera. I have a different camera here. Basically what we have is... here I've got compact flash, right? Well, this isn't going to fit inside there. So what I'm going to have to do with this is I'm going to have to plug the camera, into the device, with its USB cable. All right. So basically the same process. And here are the pictures, from that right there. We'll tell it to import. There we go. And we'll go ahead and tell those to delete. And here are the pictures, that we just took, right? Okay, so that works pretty well. So that's how it's advertised to work. But, there's some other things you could do with this, all right? So let's take a look at some other ideas. First, just like I had right here with this compact flash, the issue is being able to have a portable. I hate plugging the camera in, so on my computer, I have a card reader, right? So you could just take this card reader, much smaller, all right? So let's go ahead. We'll plug it in right here. And instead of this cable, we're going to plug in the card reader into this adapter. And there we go. Unlock it. And same thing. It's loaded up. Well, I deleted the photos from before. But see, it loaded up the card. Here, let's go ahead. We'll open up the SD card here. So here's the SD card, what we just saw with the SD card reader. Pretty cool. So a little bit different use for that. So then something else is wondering is, what about the iPhone? What if we plug this into the iPhone? What happens? And we get a little error. This accessory is not supported. So nope, does not work with the iPhone, at least not yet. But what if you plug the iPhone into the iPad, right? So what we'll do, plug that in there. And here is a sync connector, USB in. And then let's connect the phone to it. And sure enough, there we go. Here's all the pictures and all the videos that are on the phone. Pretty cool. So you can import your stuff from your iPhone into your iPad. That's pretty cool. So how about a keyboard? I did some reviews of the Bluetooth keyboard and the keyboard dock. A little pricey, but how about a USB keyboard? We all have USB keyboards hanging around, right? So we'll take the USB and we'll try plugging this into the iPad. So there we go. And then after it registers, it says the attached USB device is not supported. Well, okay. We'll tell to dismiss, but if you go ahead and just ignore it and you start typing, you can actually use it. So this is pretty cool. The catch here is after a while, it'll still come up and say, this device is not supported. And it'll just kind of keep popping up over and over and over and over, as you go. So, it works for brief moments of time. And I guess if you're okay with that little error coming up every once in a while, you can live with it. So yes and no, it sort of works, but not really. So maybe down the road it might work a little bit, or maybe some other keyboards will work, that maybe require less power or something like that. Whatever issue is that's not allowing it to work. So interesting. So there you go, guys. I'll look here at the iPad camera connection kit. A couple of things I did test. I tried a thumb drive. That didn't work. I tried a USB hard drive. That didn't work, both powered and unpowered. I understand, though, that the thumb drive might work if it's formatted to FAT32 and has photos on it. I guess it may work. So that's an option. But as typical storage, no, it does not work. So generally a pretty cool device. Maybe down the road we'll have some more stuff that'll be able to connect to it. But it's pretty cool. Definitely for getting photos and video, onto your iPad directly without having to sync to your computer. That's a pretty cool device. All right, guys. Once again, this is the iPad connector kit from Apple. This is Mike from Insanely Great Mac. Thanks for watching.